And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the AC techs. Shout out to the mechanics. Shout out to the engineers, the chefs. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to whatever your job description is. I can't name out every career field this morning. Shout out to everybody tuning in, everybody who is a progressive, productive individual in society who is up and out to get it by the sweat of a man's, woman's brows. So shall he or she eat bread. Yeah, them way there. Right? Big up to everybody tuning in. Thank you for being here. I'm tired to see, but I'm here. Right? Woke up this morning again, still on my fitness stuff. Woke up this morning at 2:30. Went to the gym, did my hour and a half in the gym this morning. It's Friday, so I pushed it a bit. And me did broke my ankle. I told you all that before, so I'm trying to see how good I am so I can start actually working out really hard like I like to work out. And I'm doing pretty well. So all thanks and praises due to the most high. You know what I'm saying? We can still break and heal and all these things. Cause a point in life I got coming out where you break and there won't be no healing. You know what I mean? You broke something in your you break something in your old age days, boy. That's it. Break hip is just a broken hip. Them kind of something there. So I still give thanks. Yes. Shout out to the people tuning in this morning. We got so much to talk about. And I was really trying to start at 6 o'clock. And I just got carried away with putting together material and end up putting together so much material. I don't even think we're gonna have time uh to go through all this morning. But we'll make the best of it. Seeing um let me shout out some people from the very top of the chat this morning, all green names in, and then we'll get right into it. Asarin Odetta, thank you for being the first one in this morning. King Biggs, morning fam, big up yourself. King Biggs, I used to say good morning, like a good British citizen. Good morning. And King Biggs kept saying morning fam, morning fam, morning fam. And he said it all the time and he never switched. So till I started saying morning fam instead of saying good morning. So here I am, morning fam. Big up yourself, King Biggs. Thank you for being here. King Biggs says another great day to be alive and healthy. Yes, indeed, my friend. Don't take your health for no joke and give thanks. You know what I'm saying? You have it. Lady J, good morning. Darling Walter Riley is with us this morning. Black Eagle is in the building. Elaine Brown is here. Kai Tai Jai Empress is here. Marcia Walters. Miss Goldie Robinson says up, up, up. Marvin the Point Jamaica Kerr is in the building this morning. Greetings from Jamaica. Oh my God. You couldn't carry with your brother? You know, so me can't fit. Me big enough, but me can't fall up. I could have fit in one of them suitcases that carry me with you, man. But anyways, enjoy it, man. This is the time of the year I told y'all before. A lot of people are heading for the islands. It's just no other vibe like it, regardless of everything you hear going on. Once you reach and you're jamming at your little corner there, so, and you're surrounded by all that love and stuff, no other vibes like it, my friend. Nothing like waking up in the early morning. You know what? When I'm in Jamaica, I wake up early in the morning, right? I grab a knife and I head outside. A knife, and I head outside. And this is breakfast for me. Just pick the orange them off the tree. And I like to just peel around the middle of the orange, go all the way around. Me old school, that's how my grandparents raised me. Them are the kind of people that peel the orange and them save the orange skin. So it's a flex to be able to peel an orange and peel the whole orange. And then you have the whole skin, one long skin like this. See? And we hang it up in the kitchen. We have inside kitchen, with all the fancy stuff and stove and all that, like foreign and like uppity people and regular house and whatever. And then outside we have the outhouse kitchen down there. So we go hang the orange peel there and then break that off and use that make tea in the morning time and stuff. One of my favorite things in Jamaica, I wake up early in the morning, I grab a knife, I go outside, I peel an orange and just eat fresh oranges in the morning. Forget orange juice from the store, the grocery stores in the box. I don't know what the ingredients is, All my breakfast just coming straight off the tree in the morning. Then start look around and see what else is growing out here this morning. See a bunch of banana. We just pop off 2 ripe banana and eat them and just go and walk through the place and these things. Enjoy yourself, yeah, man. And then by the time I get back in the house, so the ackee and saltfish and the callaloo and these things are ready with 2-finger green banana and them something there and piece of yellow yam. Yes, man. Anyhow, Kaitai Jai Empress is in the building this morning. Big up yourself, Elaine Brown. Thank you for being here. Marcia Walters, Miss Goldie Robinson, Mervyn Point, Jamaica. Kerr says greetings from Jamaica. Senior Sexy is with us this morning. Jet Shelley, thank you for being here. I hope all is well, and I hope you're feeling and doing well. Debbie Jervis says, shout out to the payroll specialist them. Yeah, Debbie Jervis, because of Friday and the people them want them money. So shout out to you, and I hope you're doing your job and doing it well. Fresh Meds Walton, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Marilyn Grant's in the building this morning. Says, everyone, it's the weekend. Like and live. What? Weekend. Like the live, please. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button for us, please. 334 people watching right now. We have 73 thumbs up. We should have about 300 thumbs up. It don't cost nothing. Just hit the thumbs up button. Know what I mean? All right. We appreciate you for that, for those who actually take the time to do it. Sharon Spence and Great Goodies are here. Onika St. John is here. King Biggs again says nothing but love, brethren. You see it. All right. Clean D is in the building with us this morning as well. Thank you for being here. Can't wait till next week. I will be in Jamaica for my birthday. Me kind of, it's not good to grudge people. My granny used to say it's not good for grudge people. It's not good to be jealous. But all this going to Jamaica talk. My time will come soon. You know how I do already. I don't say when. I just move. All right. And then I bring you guys back a whole lot of video footage and all these things. But my time will come soon. I just feel like say I know if I go still because everybody I said them I go. Me feel left out. We forgot to say, man. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Because we made it through another week and we're alive and we're here. We're healthy and we're strong. We're feeling good. We have a whole lot to be thankful for. Zane, Wayne Core, big up yourself, family. Melchizedek, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Let's get into these topics. Let's start off positive, because there's some negative news here. So there's a young man out there by the name of J. Don Hibbert. I don't know if y'all know J. Don, but J. Don came on my radar while I was watching some athletic stuff. And the first time I saw this young man perform, I said, wow, like, who is this? And I remember one of my subscribers saying, SouFlo, you don't know about J. Don? Yeah, man, a protege. He might come mash up the place sooner or later. Nothing but greatness coming out of Jamaica. See, we always talk about the negative and the youth, them we kill people and them need to go to prison and all this. But I keep on telling y'all that there's a lot of greatness going on as well. So we need to also acknowledge the youths, them who are staying on the straight and narrow and are doing good and great things. J. Don Hibbert. J. Don Hibbert was only born in 2005. Yeah, he's a baby, but he's a big youth. And he is Jamaica's track and field athlete. And at the age of 17, he won the gold medal in the triple jump at the 2022 World Under-20 Championships. He holds the record after silver in the previous 2021 edition. 2021, he went out for the gold. He ended up getting the silver. He came back even better the year after. And that's when I saw him on my radar. And I was like, this youth looks so concentrated, like he is just heading for greatness. So I did some research, found out about his background, and then I started tracking him for seeing how he trains and how he competes and all these things. Didn't know, because I hadn't paid attention for a while, that J. Don actually has a full ride scholarship in the United States of America. Young pick youth, young man them in a Jamaica. Listen, the man used his God-given talents and skills. He is actually at a university in the United States of America. He has a full ride scholarship here, right? This is what you call using whatever you have to get to where you think you're going or need to go. Nobody sit down and ball and talk about, boy, nothing go on for we, You can make a way for yourself too. You understand? Yeah, you're special too. I see a lot of talented young youth just dash for them talent. Like pick up gun and go run down people because you're fast. You're fast, you know, someone can run with the gun fast. No, you're fast. Go run past somebody track. You're fast. Go learn how to jump the hurdles. They might give a scholarship for them, something that think visa, think fly out, think change my environment, think better myself, think these kind of things. So I latch on to these kind of youths, right? Jadon Hibbert, last night to this morning, boom. Jadon Hibbert became the first Jamaican to win this prestigious, it's called the Bowerman Award on Thursday. And he is the first Jamaican to ever win this award. It's a track and field prestigious award that is given out in the United States of America. And he won it yesterday at the convention in Denver, Colorado. He is now 18 years old. He is a student at the University of Arkansas, student athlete, and he was unbeaten throughout the indoor and outdoor season, winning the NCAA Division One double, as well as the double, triple in arguably the toughest conference. What he does long jump, triple jump. That's his thing. And right now, Jadon is gearing up and heading for the Olympics in 2024 already. So let's celebrate this young man's greatness. He is on the he is on the icon for this video this morning, all the way over to the left, the one that looks like the athlete. He's in our traditional athletic gear. That's him. A young baby that is a baby to me because I have a child that's that age, right? So that's a young child to me. And to see him doing these great things, I'll not only elevate him in front of you guys, I'll show him to my own kids as well. So they can aspire to achieve great things as well. You're inspiration, my youth. Be yourself and continue to be great. I see nothing but greatness in your future. Matter of fact, I'm going to predict this. I'm going to predict that your first time at the Olympics, you are going to medal. I am willing to even bet that you will probably strike gold, but I know you're going to medal for sure, right? So big up, continue to do what you're doing and continue to keep it just like that. All right. Now with that out the way comes a whole bunch of other stuff we have to talk about this morning. Where's my pen? Because we ain't gonna be able to go through all this. The list is just long. You know, I have to touch on this one next. I'm keeping it, usually I would tell the audience, this is what we're talking about, and you choose what we're going to talk about, and then I'll go forward. No, I keep it this morning because the list is a whole heap of something. And it's too much to say. So here we go. If you've been tuning in to me for a while, you've heard me say something like this quite a few times now. Remember I told y'all, I said from 2016, I've been on social media championing certain cause for Jamaica. And I was the big mouth that was speaking up. When you're a trailblazer, you get the brunt of the fire. Everybody that comes after, it's easier for them. You know what I mean? It's Lisa Hype was the first one to get caught with a hood in her mouth. I know, SouFLo, damn, why you went all the way there? That was just drastic and sudden. Let's go talk about so good, so. Yeah, it was Lisa Hype that first got caught with a hood in her mouth. And then after that, it was like all Jamaican women came out. Now it's like a thing. It's a flex. It's like, who can do it better? I know that's a poor damn example. But I'm just saying, the person who does something first, right, good or bad, you're called the trailblazer, the forefront of that. And then you get the beaten. You're nasty, dirty, this, that, and the other. And then after that, everybody else is like, so what? So what? Everybody does it. So what? I've been championing a cause for Jamaica for the longest. And, at times, there were times where I said, I know that certain people are watching. I know that certain people see me out here fighting. And I know they see me getting beat down and they're not helping me. Them wouldn't even mention me and say, yo, you're here with a youth over there. So I said, you have a login, go on the platform where SouFLoTV have and hear the things where I say, the youth I talk some constructive stuff, you know. No, they act like I wasn't here, I didn't exist, I didn't say nothing, or they join and cuss me out, send me up under my mother, tell me how much I hate Jamaica and everything. Remember, I said this. I said everything I've been championing from 2016 till now, they will have to come around to it in order for the real changes to come about. And all the people them who did that beat me up before, they're saying the things I'm saying, I have been saying forever. They're saying it now. The only difference is them act like them just discovered that new thought. But I remember them, and I'm throwing word because I remember one time when me did I say certain things and politics time was playing, election was coming around, and I remember seeing Bounty Killer, bumping fists and taking pictures with Andrew Holness and stuff. So I was like, okay, so everybody is aligned with something and somebody. Now fast forward to today. Please tell me who this sound like. Listen to this, and tell me who this sound like. Listen.
Government of Jamaica, they are not helping the people. They are helping themselves. It's a serious problem with Jamaica. Tivoli Garden will never turn PMP. Jungle will never turn GLP. So how we are going to get it from PMP and JLP? Jamaican people are idiots when it comes to politics. Them like people. Them not like policy. Them not like goodness. Them like them friend and who them mother and them papa and them granny did vote for. Tradition politics them a vote for. Me vote for Jamaica. I'm in love, freedom, and happiness and goodness. Me not like PMP, me not like JLP, me like Jamaicans.
That part.
And Jamaicans not playing that. They're playing PMP and JLP. Half of the country, 3/4 of the country are PMP and JLP at them cause all the way.
Wait, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Now, it is so nice I have to play it twice. This is none other than the big bad mighty bounty killer. It are them exact words that run it again.
Jamaica, they are not helping the people. Government of Jamaica, they are not helping the people.
Don't want to hear it again, man.
They are helping themselves. It's a serious problem with Jamaica. Tivoli Garden will never turn PMP.
Right.
Jungle will never turn GLP. So how we are going to get it from PMP and JLP? Jamaican people are idiots when it comes to politics. Them like people. Them not like policy. Them not like goodness. Them like them friend and who them mother and them papa and them granny did vote for. Tradition politics them a vote for. Me vote for Jamaica. I'm in love, freedom, and happiness and goodness. Me not like PMP, me not like GLP, me like Jamaicans. And Jamaicans not playing that. They're playing PMP and JLP. Half of the country, 3/4 of the country are PMP and JLP at them cause all the way are going to stay with me. Because when we want to get rid of PMP, we can't get rid of them. When we want to get rid of JLP, we can't. A new party we want, you know. Not JLP and PMP, I know them. At them Elway to all the foolishness we've been going through.
A new party we want, you know. I know JLP.
Jamaica,
I know this is about to get. Listen. I don't need nobody to tell me say, yo, SouFLo, how long you said. Me don't need nobody to tell me nothing. My videos are still there and they're dated. Okay? They are all dated. Go back 2016. Me a champion this. When me said Jamaican people, them are idiot, you know. One bag of people, hey, suck your mother, boy. Hey, dirty thinking, boy. So you're there foreigner. We have to style up about idiot. Even Claude, Big Stone, he said, SouFLo, may I tell you, people, I'm telling you, there are people behind the scenes with names and clout who reach out. When me attack with my passion, Big Stone, he was the one, reach out. Him said, SouFLo, brother, sometimes you strike some topic and stuff and say some stuff will make even me have to like draft your dictionary or go into some reading or something like that, right? And please understand, sir, a lot of your people, them them not like highly educated and their reasoning abilities and stuff. This is an elder drawing me in and speaking to me, right? Comedy just young and full of passion, and you know when you see something going on and you're like, what the are Jamaican people always going to just be like, me a PMP, my mother a PMP, my granny a PMP, me born come see my people them PMP, so me a PMP till me dead, and vice versa. Me a JLP, my granny a JLP, for me whole area a JLP, me a JLP till me dead. None of them are saying that stuff's not working for us. They're not caring about the policies that are put in place. They empower these people to continue to molest off and rape, pillage, and plunder while we keep them in power by keeping that same mentality, right? So I push this for the longest. Even up to recently, I said, here's the solution. And remember, somebody called in and said, SouFlo, so what's your solution? I said, flip them out. Don't be loyal to any, y'all remember that? Don't be loyal to any of these parties. Me, I don't like none of them. You hear Bounty now? Me not like JLP. Me not like PMP. There's a Bounty who me used to say up there, bump fist with Andrew Holness one time. Me there, try say something. If more of them had got behind that message, that have a way bigger platform than me, come here, no bounty killer. I am not no, the people with the big names and the big accolades, the big platforms and the legacy and all that. Very influential people. They could move masses, right? If they were echoing the same sentiment for the longest, but I guess, I'll chalk it up to this. Everybody doesn't see the same stuff the same day, but eventually they will come around. As long as you know, say you're not talk foolishness, keep putting your message forward, right? And that's what drives me to keep putting the message forward. They'll catch on. They'll act like they just heard it today. Ooh, I'm wise today. No, on here, Alika Youth said from 2016 all the way up. Don't be loyal to any of these parties. If Jamaica want a true solution, you hear Bounty say a new party we need. Did not bring Mr. Patterson on here after that, and Mr. Patterson opened up our eyes so much to certain things that we couldn't even ask questions. I was just soaking up what was given like a big sponge. I was like stuck, dumbfounded, because some of the stuff he was telling us, I didn't know it. And my audience didn't know it either. And I said, this is the first person in a position that could be elevated to a position of leadership who is actually telling us truth, like how the system is ran, how it's broken down, all this. Jamaica need a change. Let's try the UIC. It's a new party we need. You hear Bounty now? We don't need no JLP. We don't need no PMP. It's a new party we need. Okay. All right. Don't be loyal to any of these parties. Me not like JLP or PMP. Me say that, right? Hear Bounty now? Me not like JLP or PMP. Me like freedom. Me like Jamaica. How long have I been saying that? A lot of these people aren't in love with Jamaica, with our culture, with our traditions, with our values, our core values. Not the new stuff for them have a go on and trying to change up everything. Our core values that has gotten us this far in history. They're into their politicians. Look, I'm a good up president. I'm a prime minister. I'm nicey. I'm clothes cleany. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning. Morning, family. How you doing?
If I need one thing, we could tell us a charge, it would play tourism,
You see no. It. But feel good doing it because, boy,
yes,
it's
I'm
time.
Not honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But look, yesterday when it's hearing, hear me? Yeah, listen to SouFlo.
That's exactly what I said too.
No, me no need you to tell me. Me can tell you when we come across it yesterday, me heart move. And me have to call you.
See?
And me I say, here's it after them, and you reach out for how much artists.
Mm-hmm.
None of them. Well, a few may get in touch with them. And I figure say I in touch, but maybe on a different yes.
Yeah, on a different thing. But big up to I still, yeah.
Yes. I don't know how much of them, but me just read the city lines. Me don't care about me here and friend.
Big up to Twin of Twins.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
And like you think, move on because I love intelligent people. Your African teach you something to me, I follow behind me. Me can't follow behind here either. You understand me?
Yes,
After
ma'am.
speak to me in 6 cents. You have to speak to me. Let me say something to you now.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying no party. He has power. He has
Mm-hmm.
influence. He has funnel. But will he come out and say the new party you guys support? Because him talking about.
But him not hit it on the head.
He not hit the
Right.
on the
It's
head.
like them afraid to say it. Yes.
He
Yeah.
now make it catch the fire.
Right.
Now the
Right.
new party is very sick. But let me tell you something what happened. Yesterday morning, Mr. President was on early. You know what the Prime Minister do?
So answer you.
If Mr. Pattinson put on a fundraising Christmas party dinner, you know what Andrew put out a disclaimer. You know what the boy they do? Good job, say zone of pressure sitting in a constituency right in
the same area.
Listen to me. Yes.
Wow.
Mr. The art that burn me.
Wow.
That burn me and listen to me. Me no matter.
Wait. I don't think because you're not coming through crystal clear enough, so I want the audience to be on the same page. What she's saying, if for those of you who is not catching it right, she is saying that Bounty Killer is saying we need a new party, right? We don't need no JLP, no PMP, because them are the problem all along, and that's what we have, right? But he's not hitting it on the head. He's not coming out and saying straight up, people, there's a party called the UIC, and them with a vote for. Put them in a power. Can me listen to Mr. Patterson, the head of the UIC, talk, and that man, they seem something like him have the solution, something like that, right? He's not doing that. He might beat around the bush still, but okay. But she said yesterday they put together a what?
Fundraising party.
Christmas party in a certain area. And what?
Northeast St. Elizabeth.
Northeast St. Elizabeth. And them get, and that's why them get liquid.
Yes,
that explains it.
The
zones of special operation. Right. And all festivities are locked off as well. And I was
everything Mr. Patton to do.
Yeah.
Then try to cutting down. So you see
wow.
But until they just like how you clean to your picnic till you have bread no more. Me I do that.
Wow.
Don't send go kill Mr. Patton because I know you're dirty. Me not care. You mix it up.
Let me put my disclaimer out. As the host of this show, I am not. My views are not necessarily 100% the views of the individuals that are calling in. I do have an open platform where people are allowed to speak their minds, right? So I know everything that's said, I'm endorsing it. I am listening like the rest of the audience is. All right? Me hear that talk there before.
Me no say you're not clean and you're dirty.
I was wondering, I'll not cut you off, but I was wondering, come here, say, a whole heap of other place more turn up as far as murder rate goes than right there. Man. So why did they put that right there? It was puzzling me.
It makes sense now. Keep the fundraising. Look how much you're cutting down. You're cutting down that you can't even get the account at the entity back. No. You think me like, I don't even love the breath, no breathe, so I must understand that. And you know what me
makes sense now.
Me, I spend me $50 go support him. Can me put my mouth when my money there, I turn around anyway there. And me believe in him and until that kingdom come. If it ever come, me believe in it. And me, I support all of us.
So obviously you're one of the Jamaicans that truly believe, just like what Bounty just said, that's like what I've been saying, that we need a new party.
Look here,
we need somebody who is completely different.
Before he went viral, and after, Mr. Noster, because my friend told me about it, I said to him, I cannot keep friends who to drag me down. I know about the UIC before it came to prominence. So me definitely joining after the pandemic, just like how I discovered you after the pandemic, which I was happy about.
You remember how I keep saying the UIC could be it, but I know what would win in as far as politics goes. I watch Jamaica politics. I've watched it for years. I've been here for a while. I've been paying attention to the culture. Jamaica politics is more like mixed with entertainment. So you have to come out like a celebrity. You see when, and this is what Andrew Holness is good at. When the first election, when he was like, me just walk off my clock's heel, right? At the time, right? And then him come back and caption the picture holding up 1 foot of clocks and say, where you get the new clocks, the daddy?
Yes, and the people they run fame.
Run fame. I don't give a damn. Did you see the comment sections though?
We call them idiot, you know.
All right.
We call them idiot.
All right. And then the second time round now, who it was again? Back in the dance hall and came back with, it was Daddy One with Bro God. Yeah, Bro God next.
Just pick up one man what they asked my dad that look here, love the people them now because they realize that I take them to school, but not for them.
But we're not talking about him.
Their eye.
Yeah, we're not talking about him. What I'm talking about is the UIC rising to a level of prominence to where they could actually attract enough people to make a change.
Call out name this man.
Right. So I've been saying this.
Junior
Gang, you call out.
Me call out since that call out it. And I reach out to them, you know.
Why are you calling out Junior Gang?
Tell them to come out in sync what for sure you said Jamaica is going down. So come up and rise up to the new party.
Well,
yes.
you know, Bob Marley picking them never play politics though. They
don't play politics.
Yeah, they separate themselves from all of that. Them just do their music, and the only time them play politics is when I can't say it on here because I won't be here tomorrow. If I say it, I won't be here tomorrow. But pay attention. No when.
You see what happened to brother in Portland?
Yeah, but them not play politics though. Not in Jamaica. Them don't play with politics. So me not expect him to come out. But what I'm saying is, this is why I had mentioned like Queen Africa and these people before, because these are people who have a strong following. These are people These are people who move a crowd.
Fully come out at the closet.
These are people who move a crowd, but they are not them are beat around the bush. These are the people who are needed to actually get behind the UIC, and the UIC will go forward.
Look here, I'm not going to self find the chest. I want to come out if I'm not believing in Jamaica. You know, I don't exist for a while, you know. I'm scared of talking, but most people can't read the language. But after a while, you know, our children's children will not have no hair.
Yeah, my friend. Well, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you.
SouFlo.
Big up yourself.
Listen to what me I say. Me know you want going and I'm going to come on. Listen to everything, you know.
Yeah, man.
But you still listen to me. You say people is full time. Who not stop. Who not nonsense and wise up, wake up. Who not don't see the matter and down the foot. Who not don't see. Who not on the left it drop down in the wood. They beg you, please 30 seconds. Me not saying a number the platform, but me I listen because some things pop up on my radar. That's why I called going to pop up yesterday. You see, everything what I exposed in a board political parties right now, boom, sell out and record everything and people now listen. Me not friend with none of them, you know. Because me draw myself from that guy about 8 months ago. I am an empath. You can feel people energy and we read this like me not have no education, but me use common sense a whole lot. But you have to teach me. I made a behind you, I made a listen, I made a follow you, Mr. Pattinson, until that kingdom come, I'm behind you. Because me want to see Jamaica. Bye-bye.
All right. Manners. All right. Listen, Wayne Core says, please remember the cancel culture. I absolutely do. That's why I'm a bricks. And trust me, I know if I say I want not to say. Them can't say me did say. All right. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Quick question. The UIC.
The UIC.
You hear me?
Yes.
All right. You said we're supposed to try a new party, right? What about the NDM?
The who?
NDM.
NDM. Who's that?
Yeah. That's a party in Jamaica.
You see, and that's the thing, my brother. I'm not one of them people that are gonna act like, oh, try them too, cause me don't know them. I mean, no one nobody go behind my back and laugh. That boy, a fool, you know. I think take people for fool. If I don't know, I don't know. It's the same thing that happened with the UIC when I was first approached with it, cause I kept saying JLP not work for Jamaica, PMP not work for Jamaica. We need something new. Somebody said from this same audience, says SouFLo, we have a new party. You don't hear about the UIC. You don't know about Mr. Patterson. I said no. Them say, okay, go look him up and them send me a link. See? So now the call ended. Now he's telling me about another party. I don't know about this other party. I may just find out about UIC. So there are other political parties out there apparently other than the two where we know.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, SouFLo?
I'm good in a live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Talk to me now.
SouFLo, I am the female who called you on Tuesday about the story. Is this the number I should send it to?
Yes, this is the number you should send it to.
Okay, I sent you some pictures and I sent you a text message.
Okay. Let me see your number so I can, cause my WhatsApp is super crowded. But if I know your number, I can know what to look for in there.
Yeah, I realized that you haven't seen it. That's why I called to confirm.
Okay. Okay, got it. I'll check it out. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. You too. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, and end of the day, I didn't know about no other party except for JLP and PMP. But I was told by my audience, you know, we learn from each other and we teach each other that kind of stuff. And so I went and looked up what the UIC was about and checked them website and checked their manifesto and all these things and listened to the leaders speak and address certain things. And I thought, damn, this is a super good fit for Jamaica if Jamaica really want better for itself. But I also am open when I say UIC can do it, not by themselves, you know, but the people who are so wrapped up in UIC, they keep telling me stuff like, you're going to see, we're silent and we're moving, but we're deadly. And when we come out, we're just going to come out big. But I'm like, no, you're not. You're not. Jamaica is a place where you have to move on the ground. And I know it might be dangerous. If you're gonna go into that field, you can't start think me have to hide in the house because them are gonna assassinate me or whatever. You're gonna have to mobilize. Me don't know, get security, shore up your security, but you're gonna have to mobilize. You're gonna have to be boots on the ground way more than you are now. You're gonna have to show your numbers mobilizing. This is what runs Jamaica. You see, when JLP call the meetings and they gather in places, don't you see a sea of green? When PMP call and they gather in places, you see a sea of orange. Most people today, they go off of, they want to be a part of a crowd. So if you're not even out there with a crowd, then you're not registering on the radar. And that was my problem with UIC. Love their policies and all that. Understand everything the leader is saying. Very charismatic man, very educated man, and a man that truly has Jamaica in his heart and at the forefront of his mind. His vision for Jamaica is a beautiful vision as well, similar to what I have in mind for Jamaica, but it's just not making noise. I don't want to see it make noise. So the popular people like Bounty and them who are saying now they're getting to the place where they're saying we don't want no JLP and PMP. It's a new party we want to know. Okay. Pick one. Pick one new party and tell the people them where you are go. Tell them which part your support gone so your millions of followers you have in Jamaica can follow you over to that new party. Nobody can see, and I conversations like these when they talk and them half talk, it kind of like it guides the people the wrong way, because all it end up I do, I tell a lot of Jamaican people say to stop vote. That's all it does. When you, as a bounty killer or somebody like that, come up with millions of now poor Jamaica will have 2 point something million people, and in Jamaica, bounty killer is liked by more than 2 million people. I'm just saying. So when a person like that speaks, it must be specific. Don't just come and say, We don't want no more JLP. And we don't want no more PMP. It's a new party we want to know. Cause Bounty, we know say you're smart. I've been paying attention to Bounty for a while. Bounty might talk a certain way. Bounty is highly friggin' intelligent. Bounty Killer could easily come out and say, the UIC is it is, and that's how we think. And whole of Jamaica, we don't need to start support the UIC, because them we need fit. But if him ever do that, I don't know. But as it's an entertainer is an entertainer. Him can easily backtrack and say, listen, the music me do, don't mix me around the politics. Right? Which is what I see the Marleys do, pretty much. They might make songs that sound a little bit politically, but they're not touching specifically and saying this is this and that is that. You know what I mean? It's like speaking in parables to the people. Jamaican people, you can't talk to them. You can't talk to them with parables, my friend. Them can barely communicate back and forth with just a regular conversation. You have to talk to them straight up. No parables, no mix, nothing. All the people them are gonna say, Bounty say, we don't need JLP or PMP. So anything the general say, that's how it there for me. Me nah vote. Misled. And then the whole of whoever turn out is going to turn out for their team, and them are going to win again and again and again. So if you really want to see change, be at the forefront of the change. Be that spear tip, right? And say it outright, like the caller said. Say what it is, so we're not confused. And we follow you go over there. And then there's strength in numbers. Angel D says, I sat yesterday and I waited until 8:30 a.m. and no show. Now before 6 this morning, now he show up without warning. Angel D, we're unpredictable, but yesterday I did tell everybody that wasn't going to be here. I dropped a video in the morning, pinned the first comment in all caps that says there will be no live morning show, but I will see you all tomorrow morning right here live. See? So I saw you going. I don't know. Keep your notification up. I appreciate you being here, though. Debbie Jervis says there's also You Up Jamaica movement of the people. They go jam and many others trying to make a move and enlighten the greenies and oranges. They're not making no kind of move that's making any waves, and that's the problem. And this start to look like a joke now, because we have like 50,000 different parties now that if you pay attention to Jamaica, you will know this. Even mass media in Jamaica, like the Stars and the Gleaners and the Loops and all those who are at the top of the media chain, they only give coverage to JLP, PMP. But Mr. Patterson explained to us certain things. And when you connect the dots, you will see why. They're not in the business of educating the masses either and saying, hey, do you know, if you're tired of the two same old parties, which gives you the two same things all the time, you can try this one and Dago Jam and when next one name and Up Jamaica and UIC and this, that. Just go to something.com. Them not care about that. Everything is already in place. People have already aligned themselves with A or B, and they would love for it to stay just that way. Because as long as the party who I am in cahoots with is in power, my money comes in for sure. So I do everything in my power to make sure my bread stay butter, and that's it. Right? That's where it's at. So with that said, man, I just got a bit excited. Sorry. We're not gonna beat that no more because we have other things to talk about. But I got excited because if y'all gotta understand this feeling. I've been saying these things since 2016. And I've been saying to myself since 2016, I know certain people are watching. Like when we talked to Queen Africa the other day, and Queen Africa said, yeah, man, some used to always watch you, and myself, I said, I know. But to hear her say it, right? And she's like, let me tell you how long me that watch you. Me I watch you from your background, it fuck up. That's and I laugh, right? Me I watch you from your background, it fuck up. I said, wow, you watching me for a long time. So they all know. I've been saying that since 2016. So if you hear them in a 2023, finally switching the message that they've been sending to their people and saying something that I've been saying all along, I'm like, yeah, it's reaching. It's reaching. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we continue to play the same cards and complain with the same complaint, or we'll actually step out and make a change. I want to see who's going to be brave enough to do it. The funny thing is, I'll close off by saying this, then we go to another topic. No small man can do it. I want everybody who I called their name this morning, including Bounty Killer, to understand there's absolutely no disrespect, right? If anybody who followed me over the years, I've heard me speak about Bounty Killer over the years. I've always even said when it comes to rating artists, I mean, as a Cartel of the King, him up on the throne right now. Beanie Man had the throne for a while, but Beanie is still a top contender, and greatness too, because he is in, and I rate them like that. And when I get to Bounty, what do I always say? I said Bounty Killer shouldn't even be compared to anybody else, because he took, like, Bounty literally turned a bunch of ghetto people into millionaires. He has that on his record. He can say he genuinely paved the way, and he never robbed nobody to do it, and he did it. So I hold him as a true 5-star general, that general in that regard, right? But now to this politics thing, I'm just saying, I'm happy to hear you finally say what I've been saying since 2016. Now, Bounty, you can get more of your people them to start say it too, and then we'll see where we go from there as a people. Because I love Jamaica. I don't love JLP or PMP. I'm not a political party person. I'm a Jamaican. And I want to see the best for Jamaica, even when time me dead and gone and left it, right? For generations to come. But we can't start fix up now. No. So we can enjoy some of the goodness while we are here. Right. With that said, another one that was on my radar this morning was Ricardo Drue. I know a lot of you just listen to only dancehall, and you probably listen to Afro beats and all these things. I don't know if you're a big soca fan or what, but Ricardo Drue passed away. Ricardo Drue is soca royalty. He passed away at the age of 38. I'm going to get into the article because it was printed in the Los Angeles Times and quite a few other prominent U.S. papers, as well as it was printed in Trinidad News, so on and so forth. It's a weird, I don't want to insinuate anything, but a weird vibe. I was doing a timing of when a certain interview was done, what was said by such individual in the interview, and then how shortly after that happened. And I was like, something off. And then, of course, nobody is saying what caused it or what happened to him. You know what I mean? He's 38, young, healthy, strong, all these things. So I remember, let me see, the last time I actually went to a soca fete was probably like 2015. And I remember that big old song, Vagabond. Vagabond was like, the way that I jamming in the band, they calling me a hooligan. The way that I wine on every girl, they calling me a vagabond. Something like that. But a theme sung that. And that was his, and there's a video of his Vagabond. If you go watch his video on YouTube right now, you'll see what me I talk about. So from them time there, I was onto who this is. So I was surprised to see that he passed away, right? In the Los Angeles Times, this is what was printed. He is also the fiance of another soca royalty woman, his fiance, and I believe they have a child together as well. Right. Ricardo Drue, a soca singer, renowned in his native Antigua and Barbuda, and among the Caribbean community around the world. He died on Tuesday. He was 38 years old. On behalf of Ricardo Drue's fiance, now Antigua and Barbuda, yes, but I think he spent a lot of time in Trinidad and Tobago. On behalf of Ricardo Drue's fiance, children, family, and team, thank you for the massive outpouring of love and condolences on the passing of our brother and friend Ricardo Drue. Since the statement posted on the artist's Instagram account, somebody said, quote unquote, it is evident that Ricardo Drue was truly loved and he was We are consoled knowing that his impact extended worldwide. His sudden passing has left us all shattered, and as such, we are asking for privacy as we make sense of this devastating loss. The family did not include a cause of his death or details about it. In a second statement that was posted to his official Instagram, his family condemned the circulation of a very disrespectful piece of material, picture, and voice note that was circulating featuring the artist, saying that it caused tremendous trauma to his children, his fiancee, his family, his friends, and his team. Yes, his fiancee is Patrice Roberts. You can't know soca and don't know Patrice Roberts. These are two prominent people, top of the food chain, if you will. Right. Um. Now the song I playing on my head over and over. The way that I'm jamming in the band, they calling me a hooligan. Vagabond, vagabond. The way that I went on every girl, they calling me. Me no know, I love Soca Fete, My biggest Soca Fete, I fell in love with Soca Fete while living in the UK, while I was in London. Cause the Trinidad I was around, them used to go at some big Soca Fete. The first time I ever been to a Soca party that big. When you go at them something that my friend, you take off your shirt and I use your shirt in the ear and your own. And them time there, man single and whatever. So the way that song would have been me. The way that I wine on every girl, they calling me a vagabond or hooligan. Anyways, the family did not include why anything happened to him or anything. So people like me were out here and we're wondering, right? People are passing their speculations and they said that there's some disrespectful material that's going around bearing his picture and his voice. I haven't seen it, don't know what it's about, but we have the chat room over there and I'm willing to bet that it will eventually end up in the chat room. Multiple Caribbean outlets reported that Drue was found unresponsive on Tuesday and he was rushed to the hospital in St. John's, the capital of Antigua and Barbuda. Hours later, Drue's fiancee and fellow soca singer Patrice Roberts shared a video on Instagram of them sharing a kiss, accompanied by several crying emojis. I'd do anything to hear your voice. Wake up, is what the caption of the post was. Drue was a father of 5. He and Patrice became engaged last year. He was born in Antigua and Barbuda, and he was raised in Trinidad and Tobago. Drue grew up immersed in R&B music, reggae, and soca music, and a musical style that stems from calypso and blends in soul music, according to Trini Jungle Juice. He started his career performing in soca boy band and gained acclaim as a finalist in the soca music competitions. Drue is probably best known for his 2017 single called Vagabond. And also, see this right there, and I never read this article. And also opened for fellow vocalist Sean Kingston and Fat Joe. He often performed across the Caribbean, but also for members of the Caribbean diaspora in the United States of America as well. The singer took the stage at the festival in Queens, New York, and in the Bronx, New York, as well as Raleigh, North Carolina, and Orlando, Florida, where he reportedly lived in recent years. Over the past year, his popularity rose on streaming platforms, and his streams on Spotify grew tremendously. It went from 100,000 in 2022 into 2023, he was at 1.2 million. He celebrated the milestone over the weekend with a post on Instagram sharing screenshots of his Spotify wrapped plastic statistics, writing, "What is your motivation to fight through it all? Mine is my children. Thank you guys. We're just getting started," he said. Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister Gaston Brown on Tuesday was among those who mourned Drue. He said that his passing was extremely sad and shocking. and that he was one of our best soca artists who enjoyed the patronage, the admiration, and the respect of the Trini people. He will be immensely missed. Soca figures like DJ Private Ryan said that in a tweet that he had just spoken to Drue on Tuesday morning about cherishing life, and he called the singer's death a huge loss. There we were, just talking about how blessed we are to be alive and just cherishing life, and then tragedy strikes because he's not here no more. These lights are burning my eyes. The industry barely processes Clyde the Outlaw. He passed away recently. And now we had to go process Drue. Tomorrow really isn't promised, my friend. Tennille Clark, a writer and an entrepreneur from Trinidad and Tobago, called Drue every soca star's biggest fan. She shared videos of Drue laughing with other artists on stage during a rehearsal. And even during the rehearsals, she wrote in a tweet, Drue would make sure you knew that the love was there. May his memories be a blessing. And this story was originally printed in the Los Angeles Times. So I'm puzzled as to what happened. 38, healthy, just talking to a fellow individual friend of his in the industry, and they're saying the same stuff I get on here and say I'm on in time. We have a lot to be thankful for. Tomorrow is not promised, healthy and strong, and give God thanks, and him gone just like that. Something not right. I was watching an interview where somebody, and I'm not going to call the name because I don't want to give any kind of fuel to negativity. I maybe shouldn't even say this, but after I watched the interview, the person in the interview was speaking very highly of, and the person said that Drue this and Drue that, and very loving and caring and all these other things, and would check on me on a regular basis, and then we're doing great. And then right after the interview came this message. So me no know. I don't know. Whatever the case is, I'm sure it'll come out sooner or later. People are ask all kind of question. You been take a joke? You been take a joke? Because people are kidding over front of sitting there, But we're restricted in what it is we can say and cannot say these days. So we hold it down. If we save ourselves. So we ain't saying too much. Yes, Lady J, he's worldwide. And actually, you're saying that he lived in Trinidad. It says he was born in Antigua and Barbuda. He was raised in Trinidad and Tobago. But in recent years, he has been living in South Florida. So he's been in Florida, New York, between those areas. Right. The rumors are crazy and don't want to repeat them. Actually, King Biggs, exactly. There are rumors out there. I don't even want to repeat them yet because I saw another article where Patrice says she is battling anxiety. Anxiety and depression and these kind of things in the midst of then your partner goes. It's kind of like, let's just put it like this, and I'll change the subject after. I'll leave you with this. I'm connecting a couple of dots. And you know how some things look rosy and pretty on the outside, but if you could really see what's going on behind the scenes, you would have say a different story. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And I'll be that vague and I'll leave it right there. Right. The Beachy Stout trial is here. A whole lot of stuff is going on with that. A Reggae Boys athlete got killed in New York day before yesterday. For those of you who are in the chat room, Jamie Robinson or Jamie Stonelove Robinson. For those of you who are in the chat room, you saw me post a video in the chat room of him. It's a sad situation. It's not something that YouTube will allow us to post. May I tell my brother them say, be careful out there. My sisters, be careful out there. he was gunned down on the streets of New York. And watching him take his last breaths on the streets of New York, it was kind of like, and people are ball, because they're like, yo, we're not gonna make the man dead right there, so. Yo, turn him over. Yo, somebody pick him up and carry him go to hospital now. And I'm looking at him at this point and I'm like, he's gone. He's gone because he was just staring into the sky, stiff, like face, But with that said, the whole story for him was former reggae boys killed in New York. So the former national footballer and Tivoli FC defender, Jamie Stonelove Robinson, he was shot and killed in the early morning hours Tuesday in Hollis, Queens, New York. Another person with Robinson was wounded in the attack, and that person is currently in the hospital right now. Now, we don't know if that person knows who did it to them and if they are going to either say no to the police. I don't know. It's a random attack, and then go after that person themselves and get retribution. There's some people who live by what's called street justice and street codes. And if you're in the streets, you don't deal with police. You understand? So when the police come, you say, I don't know. Who shot you, SouFlo? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. A lot of people send me threats all the time. That time, me know. But me I season that to go cook it. So I just say, I don't know, and leave it right there. So we don't know where this I go. How, if this person gonna speak or not. Now, according to reports, 33-year-old Robinson was at the corner of Hollis Avenue and 199th Street in Hollis, Queens, around 4:30 a.m. when he was attacked. According to the New York Police Department, he had just left a nightclub in the area. The police had no motive for the shooting, nor has any arrest been made so far. Robinson was called up to the Jamaica football senior team in 2016 at the age of 24. He played left back. All right, that's from the Jamaica News. Now, of course, it happened in the United States of America, so common sense would tell me to go search US News for any updates or anything. Because one thing about America, I'm trying to tell my brothers this. When the foolishness that you're going on with in Jamaica, right? Because so Jamaica is not in a fishbowl. That's what they call places like Japan and these places, because there are cameras everywhere, like London. It's in a fishbowl. You can be seen from all angles. I knew that there was going to be something on surveillance cameras. If you look at the icon of this video this morning, you will see a rectangular box with a face in it that says suspect wanted. There you have it. The person was caught on tape, and the person is now a wanted person. So whether the person who was with Jamie talk or not, law enforcement is after the individual that is in that video footage right there. Just that easy. And one thing about here is them will catch you. Eventually, they're going to catch you. So I don't even know why you did it. But hear this. Hollis, Queens. According to Pix 11 News, police are searching for the suspect who killed a man and injured another one in a shooting in Queens on Tuesday, authorities said. They showed his picture. I still picked it and I put it there. I didn't want to make it bigger because it would lose resolution. Then you couldn't really see the face. Anybody who know that person that and see this video knows who that is that did that. A 32-year-old man and a 31-year-old man, they were each shot, both of them shot in the torso while walking at the corner of 199th Street and Hollis Avenue in Hollis at around 5 a.m., according to the NYPD. The 31-year-old man was rushed to the hospital, but he did not make it. That person was Jamie Stonelove Robinson, the footballer. The other victim was taken to the hospital for treatment. Now, the police believes, based on preliminary investigations, that this is gang related, with the men being targeted for retaliation. Right, right. But see, somebody said yesterday, brother, me telling you if you leave on the foolishness at Jamaica when you not come foreign, and you come and bring the same foolishness we don't know. And look here now. But that's not what I'm going off of. That's a comment. You know, I would stay already. Some people might know people differently, and them leave what them leave is in the comment section. But I'm going off of what the NYPD has published here in this news article. And this is and they also have the live footage of it being read on the news. The police believes, based on their preliminary investigations, that this is gang related and that the men were being targeted in retaliation. In retaliation for what? I don't know. The 32-year-old victim told detectives he and a group of friends were just walking home after they attended a family gathering when the shooting occurred. On Wednesday, the NYPD released the photo of the suspect who is being sought in the incident. They, so far, have had no arrests, but the investigation is continuing. If you know something and want to say something, and you don't want anybody to know who you are that's saying it, you can call 1-800 577 TIPS or 1-800 577 8477. This is Crime Stoppers New York online number. All right. Um, Gang related. I don't know why them said that. Obviously, they know way more than we do, right? And another thing is they're not gonna tell you just everything straight off the bat. I'm willing to bet though that whoever did that shooting is a next Jamaican. You want to bet me? I'm willing to bet. Let me say it again. I'm willing to bet that whoever did that shooting is another Jamaican. So we just follow ourselves all over the place and kill ourselves here and kill. We're killing each other in London, in the UK. We're killing each other in just every which part we go. We have this. Sometimes I have a love-hate relationship with my Jamaican community, to be specific, not Caribbean, because when we go around like the other Caribbean islands, them and they're doing their get-togethers and their fetes and their get-alongs, there's no drama. And even if there's drama, there's no killing. Our thing, different. Man of war in a Jamaica come meet each other, South Florida, place get shoot up. Man of war in a Jamaica come meet each other, Miami or New York, Brooklyn, wherever, place get shoot up. Same thing. So I be wanting to be around them because that's where the vibes there. You know, so I said to wifey, even me and wifey was just saying that the other night, I say, yo, I long to go to two types of parties. I want to find a good R&B party where it's R&B only and they doing R&B from way back when. Some Luther Vandross and all that come all the way up to what's hitting now. And I want to find a real dancehall reggae music party. The last one I went to that was really authentic, it was Firelinks and I believe Stone Love and somebody else was there, and it was in Miami. And it was a joy to be there. But I can't tell you I wasn't paro. Because you know when you know certain things and you see certain images come around, you're like, yeah, the place I can turn over any minute. See, so you're a party, but you're a party paro. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. May his soul rest in peace, but may justice be served first. May the person who did this be caught. But while I'm saying that, I don't know why that happened to him. So sometimes, you know, me just stay out of people's stuff. Because I'll be honest with you. If you kill me, look a brother, me not call police. I mean, no say you. Me not call police. I'm not one of those. So I just stay out of them stuff. Let the police do what they're doing, because that them name police. And eventually, all of it will come out to us. Yeah. If he's being paid for stuff he did, and this is a karmic circle, then I won't stand in the way of all that. I just hate to see us go to waste like this. So look at the icon of this video and look and see if you see that, if you know that person there. Right? Right. Good morning, SouFLo and family. It's the freaking weekend, baby. Up, up, up. Blessings. Karen Notice, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. BM says there's always problems coming from nightclubs. No, it's always problem. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I'm not even gonna say only us. Me not like party with Yankee neither. My African American brothers and sisters. I don't like partying around them either because they're the same thing. Very destructive energy kind of thing. Dress up, look nice, go out to party, and the operative word is party. Ain't no party going on. It's who could pop the most bottles and who could screw face each other the most. And they just standing there, just looking like they waiting for something to pop off. The energy ain't right. And that's not a party. That's not a party. You know, that's why when I was in the UK and it was long ago, I used to go to different scenes like garage scene, like funk and soul scene, like you just go party around some completely different people. Cause the name of the game is party, right? You dress up and you look good and you go out tonight, go party, you put on some nice clothes and stuff. I'm not going out to go duck gunshot and flying bottles and worry about when the party done if somebody's gonna spray outside with gunshot while I'm trying to get to my car or catch an Uber home. And I'm too grown for that. And I've always been too grown for that, even when I wasn't grown. So yeah, I don't party around them either. I'll dibble and dabble. I'll go in and get out. You know, but hey man, we just gotta do better. We gotta do better. And again, may the police, do what they do. Now, there's something that's going on in Jamaica now that I want to talk about again, because now it's coming down to the end of the year, and it seems like this is where things are getting really festive. I want to ask my Jamaican people then, where are y'all speeding to? Because if a mama house, y'all got the food, I got still there when you reach, And none of y'all don't have no big appointment set up where you're going to lose a multi-million-dollar deal if you're not there on time. I say that to say this. I'm looking at the statistics for road deaths in Jamaica when it comes to driving, right? And last year we lost like 460 something people on the road. I just round it off to 500 people dead on the road last year. And again, this ain't murders. This isn't people dying from sicknesses. This isn't diseases, any kind of thing. This is straight up crash and dead and kill off other people on the road. So if you ask me if driving in Jamaica is safe, I would say yeah, to a degree. Because when I'm there, I'm paro. And I have a kind of way that I drive. Like I try hug the corner them and stay as far away from like that middle line as possible. Because I don't know if you ever been to Jamaica, boy, and you see some of them do some rotted takeover. Me and Shakira in the car, and this is us every single time. We're like, yo, what you wanna, yo. This is how I'm driving, and this is what we're saying to each other. We're like, yo, what you wanna, yo. Because and I'm like, yo, I try to commit suicide or what? What kind of driving is this? So, with that said, here comes the government begging Jamaican people to please adhere to the road rules. Please stop with the speeding. Please remember, I know the same people where cuss government and say the road them patchy and full of pothole from when we need some new road round here. Nobody is dying on those roads that's patchy and full of pothole. Because you have to go slow or else it mash up your car. But as soon as they give us the road, this is another perfect example of us getting the finer things in life and then using it to destroy ourselves. Yeah, that's how I look at it. So here we are. And pave off the road nice. You drive on the road, you're like, blood fire, long time. I don't come Jamaica and the road look like foreign. I feel like I'm driving in Miami. Young, zing, zoom, bow. Big crash up. 4 people dead. Yo, why did you doing that overtake? Yo, that's driving all scared. I'm like, maybe it's a good idea for us leave the road them with some big pothole and leave the road them messed up. So people have to drive slow. I drive very careful in Jamaica. When people watch my videos, they always say stuff like, SouFlo, you know, say you can come out from behind the truck the door. Overtake the truck, man, so we can see something else. I'm gonna drive right behind that truck until that truck get out of my way and turn which part it needs to go. Then you'll see in front of me. I'm not trying to do no overtaking. I'm not. Sometimes I get brave. I've probably overtaken like a handful of 5 times in all the years. But my overtaking is on a long straight road where there's absolutely nothing in the way. These people be overtaken with incoming head-on traffic coming back this way, and they're thinking they can just slide in. So before, it's crazy. So a mother and a daughter cheat death. They survived, but the crash claimed 2 lives. And in that crash was a young lady who was visiting Jamaica, and she was identified. She's 30-year-old Portia Anglin, and she is from Minnesota. She was just in Jamaica to have fun, enjoy herself, and I don't know who she was driving with, but I want to show you this. This is them. This is the vehicle. Now, I'm no engineer, but I know in order for you to get a fully good vehicle, a modern day vehicle to look like this, you must have been traveling at a rapid rate of speed, right? It's like nobody is listening. They watch stuff like this and they get out on the road and do it again for themselves. It can't happen to me. It could happen to you, man. The scary part about all this is you don't have to be the person who's speeding, because the speed demons are out and them look like they'll kill off themselves and kill you off in the process. The sad part is half of the time you dead and you did not do the regular speed limit and they get to survive after them kill you off, so them go up on the news and tell their version of the story. When them kill you off, a truck laden with cement rammed into Darnell Belnavis's restaurant in Lilliput, St. James, shortly after 8 a.m. in the morning. The whole truck running at the restaurant is a truck they collided with. The truck was part of a 2-vehicle collision that left 2 people dead and 2 other people injured. Darnell Belnavis's restaurant suffered the brunt of the damage to the structure that also houses an auto parts shop and a bar. Very entrepreneurial people. Big up to my Jamaican people them who hustle like this. Right on my yard. Yeah, we have a restaurant, we have an auto mechanic shop, we have a bar. Daddy is the auto mechanic, mommy is the cook for the restaurant, and with daughter run the bar. So we live, right? She left out earlier than needed. She wasn't in her business place at the time. She just left out earlier than needed because she had an appointment somewhere, or she probably would have got hit in her restaurant. My mom is okay. She wasn't in there. She almost come out there while I was cooking in the morning. But this morning when I was leaving, I tell her, Mr. Mummy, don't go out there. I just had a feeling that something was going to happen. And this is what happened. Well, I hope that family knows now to put up some kind of barricade or something, because if it happened already, chances are it could happen again. She said that she was in Montego Bay when she got the call that her business place had been extensively damaged, and she's now rethinking her decision to run her business from that particular spot. This makes about 5 times that a vehicle has, see there, 5 times that a vehicle has crashed into that part of our building. She said, even as she pointed out that they would usually come from the other direction and lick it. This time them come from this way. I think it's time to get out of that spot. She says, I'm not planning to do any more business in that part, because it's not really safe for my life. This is Darnell Belnavis. I'm so frustrated because it's my living. But then, I just leave everything to God. No, don't leave everything to God. God give you sense. Act on the sense that God gave you. You know, Jamaicans be like, God will take care of it. I leave everything to God. You have even some Jamaicans. It's the same. It's the same way we are towards like mental health and all that, right? Pray, man. God will take care of it. And somebody is like, yeah, but while you're praying, take your medication. You don't need no medicine, man. Just pray. Leave everything to God. God help those who help themselves. Yeah, me here we are still, but just pray harder. You know? Don't go back on that spot that woman. The driver of the truck who they collided with said that he tried his best to avoid the devastating collision. According to him, the black Toyota Voxy, which was traveling in the opposite direction, so it's a head-on collision, this swerved into his path as he approached a section of Lilliput Road known as Bob Man. When he pushed out of the traffic, I was trying to avoid him. I'm going to pull over to the soft shoulder and him still come lick the truck. See? That's takeover. And a takeover that I talk about. And they be going head on like they playing chicken with each other. And we watch it and we're like, yo! And barely cut back in just in time for, I don't know why they do that. He said he pulled the truck even over onto the soft shoulder to give them space for go back in. And them still head on into the truck. He said he only agreed to speak if his identity and his name is not given to the public. He said he lost control of the truck because of the collision, and he was trying to not get the head-on collision, and that's how he ended up running to the restaurant. From him lick it, I dare saw it gone. I have no control over it, and it just end up in the building. So it's just one of those days, man. The Voxy was a crumbled wreck after the crash. 2 of the 4 persons on board died, including a 30-year-old Portia Anglin from Minnesota, United States of America. The young woman was reportedly staying at a hotel in Trelawney with friends and family. She was on her way back from Montego Bay, where she had gone to pick up a couple of items when the crash occurred. It is said that this was her very first trip outside of the United States of America. She had never taken a plane and left the US before. The irony, huh? The irony. The first time you jump on a plane and go foreign, you're dead over foreign. The driver of the Voxy, who had to be cut out of the vehicle by firefighters, also succumbed to his injuries. I'm wondering if he's Jamaican or what. Up to late afternoon, his name had not been ascertained, and the 2 other passengers in the vehicle were taken to the hospital. The truck driver struggled with conflicting emotions at the scene. He said he was relieved that he wasn't hurt, but he was distraught because of the loss of 2 lives. I feel all right, man. I don't need to go to any doctor or anything like that, but life, lives have been lost here. So I feel a way about that still. It's not my fault still, but it's life. These are lives. And I saw it go one of them days there. I tried everything to save them, but I couldn't save them. Everything I try, man, I'll come off of the road. You know, see how far I come off of the road? I couldn't save them. He said in order to exit, he had to climb through the top of his truck as the building in which he had jammed made it impossible for the doors of his truck to open. Just a little part that I saw where I could just come out through it. So I just fight and come out through it. I'll scrape up on everything. But I give God thanks, because I'm still here. Again, I don't know if he's Jamaican. I don't know if this person ever drove in Jamaica before. I don't know if this is somebody from Minnesota that went down there with her and they were traveling as a family. First time out of the country. Let's save up and go to Jamaica. Let's have a ball. And he went to Jamaica and realized, like, I don't see no whole heap of police on the road. I don't see any electronics that's monitoring our speed everywhere. I don't see speed limits posted every couple of miles or whatever, like in the US. I don't know who was driving, but that's the story. Y'all be careful out there before you kill off on yourself and kill off people that don't have nothing to do with what you trying to do. If you're a grown person and you out there speeding, let me see what the car do. 100 mile per hour on some little road, overtaking, going wild. Then, we have a saying in the army, right? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's army jargon, by the way, that made it over to civilian jargon. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So I'm not going to cry for any grown-ass adult who knows better but does worse and then suffer the consequences. But for the people who lose their life on these roads, who go out there and drive like a granny like me, I feel for them. Pussy Galore says, I'm going to drop the pics in the chat room. All right, fam. Yeah. Boy, I'm going to take a look yesterday. I saw a muffled picture of it before, but I took a look yesterday because I got the real video. A lot of people send me stuff, but when I tell you I don't have time to do everything one day, so I eventually get to it, right? The brother and sister couple that got buried. May have a good video of it now. And then the voice note. Why? Y'all get, life is sweet, right? Everybody that's watching me, say life sweet, don't? Life sweet, I don't know why y'all rushing to die, and I don't know why y'all rushing like into things that can take your life. I watched that brother and that sister that then put them in the grave, head and tail. Head and tail, for those of you who don't know, Caribbean way of saying, feel foot down there, so, and feel our head up here, so. Because so we used to sleep in a bed, right? You and your piss bed cousin them. Yeah, when we in the bed 5 away, and you put foot down there, so head up here, so, foot down there, so head up here, so. Head and tail them, put the two of them in the grave, and this the man just throw the dirt upon them. Somebody did a close-up video of it. And then the voice note, the brother say, yeah, man, and the chip block at work, you see it? A chip block with a like him say, chip block with a brown angle. I eat at work, you see it? Yeah, here what them chop a piece of food and go around it, them go around the G. Go around the boss and chop a piece of food, you see me? But yeah, man, we done get the information from them already. We know where the food there. So right now, we also bury them, yes sir, shallow grave style. Go up at them place, get the food, and left the area. Cause the place so hot. I said, damn. So they were probably tortured until they told where the money is. Somebody on their way to get the money while them kill them anyway. Or the torture was so severe that they ended up having to kill them anyway. I don't know. It looked like the brother was either him throat cut or him get shot somewhere in him head or something. Neck head area. Something. There's a lot of blood and what looked like something going up here so with him. And the sister, I can't tell what, but there was a bank card that them flinging at the grave that was sitting on her leg. And then them just start throw dirt upon them. Y'all be careful. Y'all making these choices young. I thank God every day that when I was young and impulsive, that I didn't make any kind of friggin' choices and mistakes that I wasn't able to correct and live forward. You know? I'm glad I'm still there in a one piece and can watch Picnic grow too. Dorothy Tisa, when we learn not to take anything for granted, I guess speed cameras is too much to ask for. I guess. Because we know Jamaica don't have enough police on the road to everybody. But I guess speed cameras is too much to ask for. Just like CCTVs everywhere is too much to ask for. So right now, Jamaica's number dead on the road for 2023 is 401. That number was put out a couple of days ago, and there's been accidents on the road with casualties since that number was put out. So by the time the end of the year is over, I don't know where we're going to be. But last year, this time, we were at 461. Or we ended last year with 461. So 401, 461, we're doing better. 60 lives less. But it's still bad. Jamaica is a tiny island. 400 plus people dying off of just speeding and crashing. I don't know, man. Me not gonna beat that to death because I think I'm talking to a wall. You know what I'm starting to realize? Grown people are gonna do what grown people do. So you can't talk till your throat dry and you're weak. Who want to get out there and speed and does not value life, they will still get out there and speed and don't value life. Who value life, they'll get out there and they'll be very cautious. So that's out there. I'm just trying to tell y'all that life's sweet, man. Arrive alive. Ain't nothing worth speeding to. Especially if you're speeding to friggin' early grave. One day I have to celebrate the little Christmas where I come around, and I'm not even a Christmas person. I celebrate the little New Year's where I come around and these kind of things so I can say, yo, Happy New Year, and thank you God me make it through another year and to see another year. I didn't think I was going to be here for 2024. Remember when the world was supposed to end in 1999? For those of us who are grown people, you remember when Prince used to sing something about we're gonna party like it's 1999? I want to lick a picnic. I hear them song there, right? Party like it's 1999 seems so far in the future. And then when 1999 came around, I remember them saying, oh, this is it. Everything's gonna be messed up. Blackout, this, that, and the other. None of that stuff happened. We're past 1999. We're at 2023. The goal is to survive, to live. The goal is to be alive. The goal is to get older. Take care of yourself while you're getting older and live a good, fruitful life. Now run down in a no grave early, my friend. Speed camera slow me down in New York City. Speed camera slow me down in Florida, too. And them tickets be coming. Don't pay it now. See, they have a system here, right? If you get a speeding ticket in the US and you don't pay it, well, in the state of Florida and you don't pay it, the next step is your driver's license gets suspended. So they'll put a bolo out on you that your driver's license is suspended. If you get pulled over by police here and your driver's license is suspended, you already know where the rest of that goes, right? Because they're not going to say, okay, just leave your car here and walk home. Do you want me to call somebody to come pick you up? No, you're driving with a suspended license. They'll slap handcuffs on you, put you in the back of a car. And every time that happens, you get run through the whole process, which means you're going to a police station. You're going to be fingerprinted and processed. You're going to be sitting in a cell, even if you're out on, if you get out on bail. Which reminds me, I was watching a documentary about the jail in Miami. And I told y'all this before. It was a young man that was doing everything right in life. The brother worked 2 jobs, 2 full-time jobs, one at day, one at night. He's so caught up in doing his jobs, he forgot to renew his tag for his car. He got pulled over. They handcuffed him. They towed his car. They brought him to the jail. Now he's sitting in the jail next to some guys in there who are like, what you in here for? Man, they got me on a double murder homicide, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't do it, though. I said, that motherfucker crazy. That guy is crazy. But I ain't do it, though. Do you know that the guy that had the, just that, suspended tag forgot to pay it? They broke his face within minutes of being in that cell. He was going to be out in 24 hours anyways in less than 24 hours. Just had to go see a judge. The judge is gonna say, hey, listen, go renew your tag. You're doing all the right things in life. Renew your tag and show up to whatever precinct in your area or police station in your area so they could verify that you got your stuff together and go. Broke the man's face. They had to tie his face up and put him on the elevator and was taking him to a different floor. I don't know if y'all ever seen Miami jail, downtown. It's in a high-rise building. It just looks scary. So yeah, Jamaica, different vibes. I don't know. They just run stuff differently. But anyhow, moving right along. So make sure your vehicle good air. Make sure you're not suspended and any of that. Especially if you're in these parts. They say come to Florida on vacation, leave on probation kind of thing. It goes down. It goes down. Can you imagine I put together a ticket to a picture in the mail? Ticket with picture. Yeah. Let me send my brethren one picture and you want to see him. And he's a person who listen to jazz music, right? So he's always like, always in him car. He love an Audi. I don't know. Every car of his is an Audi. And if I forget the newest Audi, the next Audi. See me with him new Audi. And he driving hands off the steering wheel and everything. This is just how he came in. Into this. I just saw him look at him ticket. I said, you was listening to jazz, huh? He said, yeah, I was. And they clip him. Big, bright, clear. It looked like somebody got on the windshield while he was driving and did this. Nice picture. Clear as day. I said, damn, you can't say that's not you. You can't. But at them kind of technology that we need in the island, things will be better. We need it for the criminal the man them who love shoot up people and run in escaping nearby bushes, gone by the back of a yang yang, a pillion, and all these other things. And we also need it for them people there who won't obey the streets, the rules, laws, and regulations of the streets. They must fly and I kill off people and kill off themselves. And then they could regulate. 401 fatalities so far. Let that sink in. 401 funerals. It's 365 days in the year. So we have more funerals for road accident than we have days in the year. Yes, in South Florida, there are speed cameras all over the place already. But in South Florida, there are also police officers all over the place already. Let me tell y'all something real quick, right? I'm driving the other day to Georgia. I was going into Atlanta from Florida, and I hit Georgia. The speed limit was 70, 75, or 70. And I think I was doing 90. Yeah, I know. So I'm over there doing 90, but I'm going with the flow of traffic because everybody I fly past me, zoom, zoom, zoom. So I'm saying it's good, right? I'm falling asleep. I'm like, okay, you need to like hurry up and get to where you're going before that sleep I really come down upon you kind of thing. Woo, 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 out of nowhere. This is the most expensive friggin' ticket I've ever gotten in my life. The man give me a ticket on the scene. He never said boy, but he was just as... he came out wearing shorts, cowboy boots, and big, you know them big cowboy hat there? He gets shorts, a super speeder. Shorts, cowboy boot, and one big cowboy hat. And my oldest son is in the car. My son is like, uh-oh. He comes up to the window. He's like, where you going? I said, man, I'm just trying to get my kids home, you know. I'm heading into Fort Benning. He was like, oh, you veteran? I said, yes, sir. He said, well, thank you for your service. Driver license registration. You know, care them about no service. Driver license registration. I said, it's over there in the glove compartment. Could I get it for you? He said, yes. I said, I'm going to reach over there and get the glove. Again, right? That's how I deal with them. I'm going to reach over there. Even after he says yes, he says, sure, go on, get it. So I go over there. I get my driver license registration and get to him. He said, don't move now. I'm gonna go back here and try to run your information, see if you want it for anything, and if not, gonna be on your way. You know you was speeding. I said, I'm aware. He said, you was going real fast. It's a 70 mile per hour over here. I clocked you doing about 95. I didn't say anything because I was wrong. But me honestly never said me I do 95. The man come back and write me a ticket. I'm thinking this is the end of it. The first ticket was $300. I thought, you know what? No, the first ticket was $250 on the side of the road. He said, you ain't got to pay it up front. You could go to court. You could contest it. I said, yeah, okay. So I take my ticket. Now I'm saying to myself, I don't live in Georgia, so obviously I'm not going to be there to go to court. So I have to go pay this. Frig, $250 out. Me not like spend money. After I got home, I paid that $250, right? Charged it to the game and got another ticket in the mail. $300 for the other ticket. So I called the people and I said, hey, you know, I got a ticket the other day for $250 while I was passing through your state, and I paid it already. And now I got a ticket for that. A lie. It was $450 because $450 and $250. It was $450. And I was like, why am I paying $450 for a ticket? I just paid $250. The lady on the phone said, can you give me, and she asked for some information, so I gave her the information off of the ticket. And she was like, oh, yeah, I don't deal with that, but I can tell you that the one you're owing, you're going to have to pay it. I said, why do I have to pay it? I just paid it already. She said, sir, it ain't the same. I said, so y'all giving me 2 tickets for 1 speeding incident? She said, that's how it's done. Now, you could come on down here and go to court and fight for yourself and tell a judge what you want to tell them. Or, by the time I done pay this woman $450, I'm paying the next one $250. I was hurt. I was like, why? So, no, when I'm heading through that state now, I drive like a real granny. If anything will get you to drive right, is one of them big-ass ticket there. So that's how they do it in Georgia. For all my people who be up here transporting between, because a lot of y'all do, be on the road too, going between Florida and Georgia and all that. That was too much. I never seen nobody get a ticket that big before. King Big said, Virgin, I get a ticket in Virginia doing 105, rolling with traffic same way. And them just pick me out of the traffic. Me see the man come behind me, you know. But me I say, yeah, he ain't coming to me because other people fly gone past me. So me just ease up my foot off of the gas. Somebody told me when you see the police, don't hit the brakes. When you hit the brakes, it's like saying, okay, pick me. So me just ease my foot up off of the gas, right? And I'm moving over. I'm thinking I'm giving this man space to drive and go catch who I run past me. Him just move over right back at me. I was like, damn. $250 and then $450. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. But here we are. Our last piece of material for the morning. Everybody is wondering who's driving woes of driving a sports car. You drive a sports car. I was driving an SUV at the time. Yeah, but I did a speed still, so I own it. Veronica Gale says, Wayne, but how Jamaican drive, they will make that back in 2 weeks. King Big says, them give me ticket with tints, car too low, speeding, exhaust too loud. Them just kill it with it. They didn't give me a ticket for a tint. One time, them catch me with the tint, and all they did was he write a citation, and he gave me an address. And he said, show up to this, like precinct or whatever, police house, show up to this place by this day and show us this car with those tints either off the car or changed to a legal tint. I had that car shipped from Germany. at the time. And it was fine in Germany, but as soon as it got to the States, tints were illegal, and I wasn't aware. So I told him that I just came into the country and I got the car shipped. The car just came in. So he was like, okay, then show up to this place by this day. Either have them tints off, or the man said, usually I'll hand you a razor blade and have you scrape those tints off the car. I'm like, what the f-? You gonna have me a razor blade to scrape my tints off? But what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna show up to this address right here. You're gonna bring a car with you, and we'll verify, and you'll be on your way. So I scrape them things off myself with a razor blade. I just didn't want to be on the side of the road scraping it off with a razor blade, cause one speed camera catch me and I learn real fast. What I usually do is I hand you a razor blade and have you scrape them things off. You looking like, you serious? Where's the cotton? I'm sure you're gonna ask me if you pick cotton next. I'll tell, pick cotton, boy. Scrape them tints off. It was one of them kind of situations. Y'all be driving through the South, be thinking, be thinking things sweet. If you want to see the man, in shots them, in police shots, with the stripes by the side, the shots them well shot, I see this man coming over to my car and has some well shot shots with the big blue stripe them by the side and some cowboy boots that go all the way up to him knee like go-go dancer. And shirt tucking and pants and everything. Him look well dressed like police looking from the neck to the waist. Everything from the waist down was a comedy show. And then him have this big rotted 10-gallon hat on him head. And he comes to my window, and the first thing him do a holy hat like this, a tipping hat. May I ask you why you speeding? Oh no, he said, may I ask you where you going? I thought to say, I don't have to answer that. That's from watching too many of the damn YouTube videos and Instagram videos where people are telling you about you do not have to answer questions when you're interrogated by these police officers. If I was speeding, then say I was speeding and, driver license registration and do the normal. Don't have to do anything more than that. You don't even have to wind your window down all the way. So I was feeling a bit emboldened, right? And I almost did it. And then I remember I was black, so I was just like, okay, I'm heading into Fort Benning, man. I'm just trying to drop my boys off. Cause it's not gonna turn out good for me. Me and Karen them don't have the same kind of luck. They're gonna want to draw me out my window. Hey, step out the car, boy. Once them say step out the car, just know say it's a wrap. It's done. UK full of speed cameras, including special ones to look into the car to check if you touch your phone while you're driving. It's crazy, but bringing in so much money for them with 20 miles roads. Yeah, well, yeah, his hoochie daddy shorts. And he was a fat white dude that was like pudgy with a really big belly, but he have his shirt tucking in pants and in tie. I don't know who the hell. Sometimes you gotta wear some. That uniform wasn't doing it. That uniform now, you can't imagine you tell a yard man say that you have to wear go to work. But earn a paycheck. Brother, I gotta say how much them pay. That in a them pum pum shots the dog. Nah, sir. You can't do it. And cowboy boot too. And a tie. Yeah, you have to tuck in the shirt in the pants and tighten up your belt too. Yeah, and you have to wear the big hat. May I ask you where you going? I thought you was gonna say, I ask you where you going, boy. What you doing around them parts? Around these parts? Don't see too many of your kind around these parts. But me get to a safe with a hell of a ticket. When the second ticket came to my house, though, I was like, nah, they're going overboard. This too much. I'm calling these people right now. I called. It was a lady that was like a Southern belle. She was like, yeah, well, I don't handle that department. What I can tell you, yep, you did get it. I see here in my system. But the one you talking about right now, you're going to have to pay your sugar. Yeah. Now you can come on down here and tell the judge what you want to tell the judge. I said, I can't make it down there. I live in Florida, well, you just gonna have to pay it. I said, what happens if I don't pay it? She says, well, you can't drive through our state no more. Because if they catch you, I said, all right, I'm gonna just have to chalk it up to the game and pay it. And I did. Anyhow, check this out, right? The Beachy Stout trial is going on. Hell of a stuff is happening in the Beachy Stout trial. Remember where we left off? I don't know. I think they might have Beachy. I think they might have him. The phone that the original hitman said he recorded about 120 conversations with Mr. Beachy Stout, many of which were about killing his wife. If that can't get him, I don't know what can get him. So here are two articles here. One says the court hears damning caution statement by co-accused in Beachy Stout trial. And the other one says Beachy Stout asked the cops if he was being arrested for murder. All right. The one where he asks if he's being arrested for murder, we're not going to go into that. We are 20 minutes to the top of the hour. So we are going to go into the court hears damning caution statement by the co-accused in the Beachy Stout trial. Here goes the information. And this, shout out to Jamaica Radio News Online because they have the most thoroughest one this time. So the panel of 7 jurors in the Everton Beachy Stout McDonald trial on Thursday, which is yesterday afternoon, they heard a damning caution statement that was given by his co-accused Oscar Barnes after he was cautioned by the police. Oscar Barnes is the one who is on trial with Beachy Stout. Mr. McDonald and Mr. Barnes, they are both on trial for the murder of Mr. McDonald's wife, Tanya. Picking up where we left off on Wednesday, after the defendant's legal team objected to Mr. Barnes' caution statement being entered into evidence, the detective sergeant consulted his notebook. Marshaled by the prosecution, he began reading. They said, go ahead, read it to us. First of all, before we start read this, so me as a police officer now, a detective, me have to go write down word for word how you are talk. So you are said to me now, well, you know, Officer SouFlo, the boy show up in the red car, you know. But told me it feel still, I just see red. You know, like when them flash red in front of cow. John know me, they feel like me, they want to run up and buck up the car like one of them mad bull there. So I'm gonna have to write this out, right? Hold on. So SUH me MIDDIHFEEL feel like one ONE DEM dem mad bull de MADBULL de. I saw man have to write out the thing, you know, in modern times. I'm saying, how about just record it? But anyhow, he reads. Me could have saved Sassy life. This is the guy who is with Beachy. This is another hitman, original hitman. This is the man who the original hitman said is him hire for killer and is him do the killing. This is him. This is his caution statement. Me could have saved Sassy life. Me know somebody I got dead. Even Thursday. Before she dead. Me there at the same place where uno pick him up. Where uno pick me up. And him circle me. And him say him want 9mm for buy. You get me? Me say to him, a Monchanil and them place there, them things that they know, is a man from Anatobia. And him come up to buy where we buy it from. Me no know him. Him no know me neither. Him say a Anatobia, him come to buy it from. Me no know him. Right there, so him start to squeal out everything. Him say one of the gun for the man and one for the woman. Him never left. All right, so the man write out the thing, Him never identify any of them. Like talk of who I go kill. Go so boom. And a black car come pick him up. And the car tint. Now, whilst me dead, the female where him say, him a go buy the gun for. Call him. And say if him get through. Remember, Beachy wife supposedly told him, the original hitman said she want a gun, right? That she was going to use the gun to kill the person who killed her father. Beachy had already told him, allegedly, that she want a gun, but me kill her father. So, me I give her some money, but the money is not for buy the gun. She think the money is for buy the gun. The money is your down payment to kill she. So she feel like she gonna get two gun, one for she and one for me. The money I have to buy the gun. I have to kill her. So kill her. See? So now the brother say, when me meet him, me don't know him from Adams. I didn't know him. Him approach me and ask me about gun. And me I tell him, say, boy, them thing that they are not a beer. See? And it's a man from them place that them get the thing from. And then that's how now him start just bust out everything. But him never identify who the woman is or who the man is where forget the gun them. That would have been Beachy and his wife, right? Right. Kind of lines up with his original story, the original hitman story, when him say he went to go ask the man about the gun, but what old woman did that was, but him did have it close by, but him never pull it out because there was this woman there who them never know who she was or whatever. Anyway, him never identify any of them. Like talk of who I got kill. Go so boom, and a black car come pick him up, and the car tint. Now whilst me dead, the female where him say him a go buy the gun for, call him, and say if him get through, and him tell her say him a deal with it. Because me know them still. So that's why I say to him now, bad man, you better you go up, so. Shout the female. The female did come up here, which is Mobile. And him tell her, say, nothing bother come. And a Mobile, some kind of beer. Me don't know, I don't think it's Mobile. And we end up going, no, my Jamaicans don't kill me. There's a place near Manchonil, and I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing it right. Now we end up going Manchonil because the time run out. Me no bother go up there. Me stop over Porty. The man does a call me every minute. It come in like afraid of him. Told the man did I talk to him. It come in like a boy to me. The man I call him every minute. He's talking about Beachy calling the original killer, which this lines up with the original killer story, right? The original contract killer, Bubbler. This line up with Bubbler's story, because Bubbler said, him did a call me every minute, and him ask, all right, so what go on? And him say, me there, take care of something, man. And him say, you not take care of nothing, man. Remember, him did tell him, say, I'm afraid to do it. So if you not take care of nothing, because me call she, and she's still alive. She answer her phone. So here what? Call it off. Don't bother do it today. Me tell her already, so if you come back at the grocery store. Yeah, Beachy. The man I call him every minute. He come in like him afraid of him. Told the man did I talk to him? He come in like a boy to me. The man did say me and him can go deal with it. Him say a one man a pay him $1 million for kill him wife. And him have 2 more contract like that for deal with. So him approach me. Him, and this is not bubbler. This a man caution statement is damaging. It's damaging to Beachy. Unless Beachy's attorneys are going to say, the police that might make this up. The man say, me and him can go deal with it. Him say a one man, I pay him $1 million for kill him wife. And him have 2 more contracts like that to deal with. Now, why would he say he got 2 more contracts like that to deal with? Remember, him say him didn't want the policeman dead, and him say him did want the other man where did get catching at where is a couple of people him did want dead, right? The man did say me and him can go deal with it. How me know say that? And how me know say that the man there? Him said the man girl can't get no gunshot. And him pull out the knife out of him waist. And him show me it. And him say him have to cut her throat. Me say to him, say, you can't do that in the man them place. And him have a tall length knife to, you know. About 1 ruler length. When we reach a port, you know, the white car pick him up in the town. After recording the statement, the cop said he placed Mr. Barnes back in custody. On August 10th, he said he interviewed Mr. McDonald in the presence of his attorneys at the major investigation division. He said he served the businessman a statement given by another person and allowed him 20 minutes to speak with his attorneys. Soon after, the police asked Mr. McDonald a total of 137 questions. He was subsequently taken back into custody. On August 18th, Mr. Barnes was asked a total of 135 questions in the presence of his attorney. The cop said that he informed Mr. Barnes of the charges, and Mr. Barnes remained silent. Says, we are going to be charging you for murder. Him said the man never said nothing. Him just remained silent. But that was not the case when he informed the widower of the charges. According to the cop, Mr. McDonald said, okay, charge me then no. Me not do anything. Me never do nothing of that sort. I am innocent. Charge me. That's what Beachy said when they informed him, say he's going to be charged for murder. I said, okay, charge me then no. Me never do nothing. I didn't do anything of that sort, so charge me. We have time to read the next one. I'm going to run through the next one very fast. Hang on. Beachy Stout asked the cops if he was being arrested for murder. Am I being arrested and charged for murder? Those were the words of Beachy Stout McDonald's allegedly used on August 5th of 2020 when the police detective popped in on him at his business establishment in Port Antonio. They caught him at his grocery store. He says, am I being arrested for murder? Beachy Stout was eventually arrested and charged in connection with the murder of his wife, Tanya McDonald, and he was jointly charged with Delvelin, Bubla Minot, and Oscar Barnes for the killing. Beachy Stout and Barnes are now on trial together, as Bubla already took his plea deal and is currently serving. He was given 19 years and 10 months prison sentence for his involvement. He confessed to being the original contract man for Beachy with a $3 million carryout plan if the hit is carried out. However, he alleged that the subcontractor, which is Oscar, the minor, the mission, he gave the mission to Oscar Barnes, who actually completed the job. So Tanya partially burnt body was found. We already know all that stuff. The lead police investigator in the case, a detective sergeant who is assigned to the Major Investigations Division of the Jamaica Constabulary Force on Wednesday during the trial, continued where he left off in his testimony on Tuesday. So this was Wednesday now. The investigator who is the eighth witness in the case told the courts that after Bubla was arrested, the police received assistance from Bubla to begin a clean sweep arrest of all the alleged key people that are involved in this murder. So in other words, Bubla get arrested first. Bubla just start tell everybody everything. Mr. Beachy Stout involved. The one when me get to do the one name Azkaban, we can tell you which part him live to. And so he just start telling on everybody. So we went to Mary Shine Enterprise where we met with Mr. Everton McDonald. I again introduced myself and the team to him. The detective sergeant said, pointing out that he had met Beachy Stout before on an earlier occasion after the death of his wife. This time, we're there on different business. I informed them of the progress of the investigation and told them that he was a suspect, and I cautioned him and I told him that he was not obligated to say anything unless he wished to do so. I told him that whatever you say can and will be taken down in writing and given in evidence. I also told him that he was a suspect again. I arrested him for a reasonable suspicion of murder. I asked him some questions and I told him that he would need an attorney to be present during the interview. He said Mr. Richard Harris was his lawyer, and I told him I would have to make arrangements with Mr. Harris for the process, the questioning. When I told him this, I was in his business place at the time. He was then removed from his office and taken inside of a service vehicle that was parked outside downstairs. Before the investigator had delved into his account of what had happened, when he went to arrest Beachy Stout, he revealed a sequence of events that led up to the moment. The event unfolded during a process which the policeman described as a drive-through. On August 3rd of 2020, I sat at my office on Spanish Town Road and I was briefed by a detective constable with respect to an operation carried out in Norwich District in Port Antonio, Portland, at the dwelling house of Delvalin Minot. The detective constable handed me a blue and a black Samsung A31 cellular phone. I also received a receipt and a pair of clocks. The detective constable told me something about the phone in relation to Bubla when he handed it to me. Minot was escorted to a detective inspector's office where I identified myself to him and I told him of the investigation. I told him that about the phone, and asked him something in relation to it. The telephone was submitted to the communications digital. Now, this, if you ask me, all this is weird because you asked him something about the phone. You told him something about the phone. What did they tell you about the phone when they handed it to you? What did you tell him about the phone? Them just write down, I told him something about the phone. He handed the phone to me and said something about the phone to me. But anyhow, the telephone was submitted to the Communication Digital Cybercrime Division, CFCD, and I made a request. I briefed a detective corporal and I gave him certain instructions in regards to an interview he conducted with Delvalin Minot, the original hitman. By that time, Minot was only a person of interest who we believed could assist us in the investigations going further. We didn't know at that time that he was that deeply involved. The cop had told the courts on Tuesday that he and members of his team visited Beachy Stout at his business establishment in Portland at the end of July 2020 after his wife was murdered. The purpose of that visit at that time was to gather certain information on the deceased person, her relatives, and her friends. He said that he spent a very long time at the establishment as he had to show empathy during his interview, seeing that Beachy Stout's wife was just murdered. So you can't just run in there and rough him up, and I need this, I need that. This should be a man that's in mourning. And you can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. So I go nice. The detective sergeant claimed that the businessman was very cooperative and made him and his team feel very comfortable by getting chairs out for them to sit on. And each member of the investigative team had a chair to sit on in his office. Beachy Stout agreed to giving them a statement, which he then allegedly signed. Boy, I'm sure I break out the white rum too. However, less than a week later, Beachy Stout's legal woes now began to unfold. According to the detective sergeant in court on Wednesday, he said that when Bubla handed over the cell phone to the police, that is what triggered the search warrants. The cell phone in question was allegedly the same cell phone on which more than 120 recordings of Beachy Stout's phone calls with Bubla was recorded. Ross. Officer said, I obtained a search warrant and I, along with other members of the team from the MID, proceeded to Port Antonio, Portland. This was in August 3rd of 2020, when we again met with Everton McDonald, Mr. Beachy Stout. The warrant was to search his house this time. By this time, the status of Mr. McDonald was that of a person of interest, and because he and his wife shared the same dwelling, we did not find anything incriminating or unlawful at the residence at that time. Sometime later that day, a detective corporal contacted me and shared certain information with respect to an interview he conducted with Bubla. Mr. Minot, which is Bubla, he was taken into custody for reasonable suspicion of murder after that. On August 4th of 2020, I gave certain instructions to have Mr. Minot escorted to the MID offices. I obtained a statement that was recorded by a detective corporal on August 3rd of 2020. I read through, and based on what I read, I cautioned Mr. Minot. And he said, Officer, I will carry you go to the area where I met with the man who killed Mrs. Mack and cut her throat. Just like that. Him does tell. I told him, I said I would arrange a drive-through to go point out the area. The drive-through targeted St. Mary and Portland. The drive-through took place on August 5th of 2020. The officer are very thorough though. A justice of the peace was also there. In Anata Bay, St. Mary, he pointed out a man. We alighted from the vehicle and we approached the man. I asked him his name and he gave me his name as Oscar Barnes. So him carry the police go right to Oscar foot as Oscar Barnes, otherwise called Teeny. Teeny Tiny. I told him he was a person of interest in respect to the murder, the cop said, explaining that he then obtained a search warrant to search 2 addresses to which Oscar Barnes was linked. Now, after Barnes' arrest, Beachy Stout was next to be picked up by the police. From St. Mary cops, they made their way to Port Antonio in Portland, where they nabbed Mr. Beachy Stout. When all 3 men were rounded up, they were brought to Kingston and St. Andrew, where Beachy Stout was placed at the Lawrence Tavern police station, while Barnes was taken to the Crossroad police station and Minot was brought to the Kingston Central police station. Smart move. Them split them up. Remember, when this first happened, everybody in Portland was saying, Portland police, we investigate Beachy Stout. This case not going nowhere because they're all in his back pocket. Now, Portland police, me don't want to do me not want to see me over there because Portland nice and I will be there. I'm just saying what was being said at the time. This is what a lot of people were saying online in comment sections that, Beachy have one in his back pocket. So hopefully another division will take over and it's not you guys. Because if it is, I got purposely frig up the thing so him can walk. And lo and behold, here they came from out of nowhere, another division. And then they went in and got him. This is how they say after Barnes' arrest, Beachy Stout was next picked up by the police. And then from St. Mary, the cops made their way to Port Antonio in Portland, where they caught Beachy. And when all of the men were rounded up, they were brought to Kingston and St. Andrew from Portland. And then they were divided up and put into different facilities. So them can't concoct no story. Somebody can't say, brother, you really got to tell pan we? Here what? $5 million. Change your story. Yo, we can still beat this, or say anything at all to each other. So they got divided. Earl Hamilton, John Paul Hamilton, Christopher Townsend, Courtney Rowe, and John Jacobs. These are the attorneys that are representing Mr. Beachy Stout, and Ernest Davis and Vincent Wellesley are the attorneys representing Oscar Barnes. Earl Hamilton, John Paul Hamilton, Christopher Townsend, Courtney Rowe, John Jacobs. 5 attorneys Beachy Stout has on this case now. And his co-accused has 2. Right. And the matter will continue in court today, which is Friday. So come over the weekend, I might jump in, or we'll hear on Monday morning what that was about. All right. With that said, it's Friday, people. I'm not going to say too much about the case. We'll just continue to see how it goes. It's a lot of ups and downs and twists and turns. It's starting to feel like a Netflix series even more now. Yeah. So I still haven't found anything incriminating to the point where I can say, aha. But we haven't gone through the 120 conversations on that phone. Have a wonderful weekend. Be blessed. Walk with God and do good. Karma is real and it will find you. So think about the things you do before you ball when you pay the consequences. Yes? All right. One love. I'm out. Peace.